We're here today at Abingdon Park Farm in Cambridge. This is part of an operation farming over 4,000 acres across the UK, from Scotland in the north down to here in Cambridge. And in the past they've had a really huge weed problem here, in that they've had resistant blackgrass. Blackgrass in itself is a huge issue for the arable industry. Resistant blackgrass has got huge implications for farm profitability. Resistant blackgrass, you can't control it in your crop of wheat, so you have to create a rotation, which means you can use grassweed herbicides in those crops to reduce your blackgrass. So the system they developed here was one of late drilling, and therefore doing multiple chits of the blackgrass seed, spraying it off with glyphosate, and then starting drilling in late November. Late drilling in November has some advantages and disadvantages. The main disadvantage is that the growth of the seed is going to be compromised, because it's going in when conditions are wet and when day lengths are short and temperatures are cool. But there are also some advantages in drilling in November, because by that time take-all risk has declined, so you are able to grow pretty much continuous cereal crops if you can drill very late when take-all isn't prevalent. This produces a challenge in itself, because drilling so late means that the wheat seed has very little time to develop before the winter starts to compromise its growth. We have just launched a new organic seed treatment called AminoA Start, which helps the seed improve its vigour and growth into the winter months. And then as soon as the seed has emerged and has got a couple of leaves, we can start foliar treatments, which will also stimulate better rooting and vigour. Control of blackgrass on heavy soils can be extremely costly, with some farms spending up to £140 per hectare per season on grassweed herbicides. On this farm, where they had a huge problem of actually resistant blackgrass, so herbicides were ineffective, I think they have now reduced their herbicide bill down to about £35 a hectare, which includes using 3 doses of glyphosate pre-emergence, and then some general grassweed or wild oat control. And I think the overall input costs on this farm are now down at £225 per hectare, from a situation where 4 years ago they were having to take crops out because of the resistant blackgrass issue. Where we've come in is to be able to stimulate those late drilled crops to perform as well as first wheats. And on this farm we've had 7th wheats performing and looking as well as first wheats.